What's up, guys? This is Fedde Le Grand, and you're watching EDM Live.
Fala galera da Play, estamos aqui de volta. Último dia do Ultra. Hoje vamos entrevistar Fedde Le Grand. How are you, man?
I'm good, man. Yeah, how are you?
Awesome. What do you think of the fact that Ultra is coming back to Brazil after so long, and Brazil has this growing scene of the electronic music right now? Like, what do you think this is good? Would you be there to play for us? I don't know.
That's a lot of questions, man. No. I let me start. I think it's great. It's almost weird that it took so long to get back to Brazil. I mean, I played there many times. It's such an amazing crowd. So I think you can't go without an Ultra. It's one of the things that you need in your country. So I think that is absolutely great. And I think it's always good for a scene when a very strong brand comes to a scene in general. So I think that will work as well. And I'm not I want to be part of it, but in the end that's not my goal. So but I probably think so. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. We will be very happy to have you here there, man. About your new album, Something Real. Tell us about how it was to produce it. It was like a dream come true. What was the track that you liked most producing of it? Tell us about.
Well, I mean, an album for me is, I mean, it's not really something that you sit down for a month and then you have an album. For me, it's more like you produce all the time, and then but sometimes you make something like, oh fuck, this is really really cool. Can I say fuck?
Yeah.
Because I said it twice already. No, so this is really cool, and then you kind of save it. So I had all these tracks that I knew, because in my opinion, a great song is always a great song. It doesn't really matter what kind of in what kind of version you bring it. So I saved up all these tracks, and in the end I just sat down for a solid 2 to 3 months to finish everything and update everything. Because some tracks were I don't know, about a year old or something, or some even 2 years.
If you could tell something to yourself when you were beginning your career, if you would change something on your career, what would that be?
I don't believe in regrets, man.
Yeah,
I don't believe in regrets.
that's good.
No, I just think if you always make choices with your full conscience, with the information you have at the time, I just think you can't go wrong. I mean, sometimes obviously in everyone's life some things are great, some things are disappointing, but that's life. So to be honest, I'm a happy camper, man. I wouldn't chase anything, to be honest.
Awesome. Next one. As you being from the Netherlands, many other successful DJs are also from that amazing country that we all like. Do you think I always do that question to Dutch DJs? Yeah, and they always say this is a blessing, it is a curse. What goes on that country that makes amazing DJs?
It's the cheese, man. That's all in the cheese. No, no. Actually, it's kind of logical because we're so small. Because almost every DJ first does his little rounds in Holland. So, if you get into that scene, you very quickly you just know everyone.
Yeah.
And I think all the guys, even though you're sort of competition sometimes, but we're all friends. We all know each other. We all talk to each other. So I think because we share all this information, we're like, hey, how did you do that with this track? And that's amazing. It's really cool. So we just support each other. You get into the studio, or you just send tracks to each other, like, hey, listen to this, and what do you think about this? So and that's how you learn as a one big group. That's why we go very fast.
Yeah.
And we always had a very healthy dance scene for 30 years now or something, So that combination just makes us strong, yeah.
Well, yeah, because this is a really big discussion in Brazil. Because many Brazilian DJs, they fight to each other, not being supportive and anything. So
yeah, I know that's the case in a lot of countries, but in the end it's very simple. I mean it's give and take a little bit. Of course, sometimes you lose something, sometimes you win something, but in the end you're always stronger together. So work with each other, guys.
Yeah, awesome. What was the place that you played that was the most incredible for you, that you remember on your whole career?
Yeah, of course. Now I have to say Ultra or Green Valley.
Well, maybe. I don't
Maybe.
know.
You know, I don't want to give you a political answer. I mean, I have a few. Actually, Green Valley is one of my favorite places in the world. There's a very small place actually in Sofia, Bulgaria. It's only 700 people, but I play for like 6 hours, and I do like from underground, build all the way up. So that's also a favorite place, but it's something completely different, you know.
Yeah.
So I think it's always a little bit hard to compare things because sometimes you do a festival for the third time, you know, and the first time was amazing, second time was a little bit less, you know.
Yeah.
So it depends on so many things, the weather, you know, so many. So I
but
have
you
no
gave
definite answer.
You gave a good answer, like Sofia, the
Yeah.
nightclub,
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah. And last one, like, what do you love most about Brazil when you go there? When you go there and say like, yeah, I love this about Brazil.
Actually, one of my good friends lives in São Paulo.
Oh, cool.
So there's so many things. Well, let's do the obvious one first.
Okay.
Women, of course. Meat, absolutely awesome. But I personally actually love the language as well. I can't speak it at all.
Yeah.
But
It's hard.
I know I think you know it has so much. It's like music to me, you know. That's what I really love about it. And I like the fact that it's so diverse, you know. It's like you have like a huge city like São Paulo, and then you have like these green areas, and it's just I think the whole country is just beautiful. To be honest.
Man, amazing. Thank you very much. Acabamos de falar com o Fedde Le Grand. Muito obrigado, galera. Confere aí mais. É isso aí. Valeu.